welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This week we are reading from the 10th of March, which is Tuesday the 10th of March, through to Monday the 17th of March, okay? Sometimes I can't get the readings out on the weekend. This weekend I took the weekend off. I'd been really busy with readings last week, so I decided to take the weekend off this weekend instead of recording, and then sort of recording it Sunday afternoon now when I'm recording this, the 8th of the 3rd. So I just thought, you know what, because I like to edit the videos and get them looking really good, we'll do it from the 10th. Alright, so it's your week ahead reading from the 10th of March, which is Tuesday through to Monday the 17th of March. For the reading this week, guys, we are using the Tarot Grand Luxe for your general reading this week. We are then going to use for your love and your career reading my trimmed version of the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and any spiritual advice we are looking at the Oracle of the Fairies or the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, or potentially both. Alright guys, sit back, relax and enjoy. Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading the 10th of March through from Tuesday 10th of March to Monday the 17th of March. Okay, then we're going to have a look at your work and your love. So let's get started. Okay Virgo, we've got our 10 cards down. Let's have a look. The first one. So it's about the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about a new direction. But it's also about taking charge of one's life. It's about surveying the landscape. And it's about looking at the greater potential and visualising the future. The Two of Wands comes after the Ace. So the Ace of Wands is the start of the creative idea. And then the Two of Wands, we're taking that idea and we're starting to make steps forward with that. We're starting to make planning. You know, we're starting to plan ideas, plan how we're going to move forward with the idea. And then with the Three, we tend to launch. So this week it's about planning and focusing on plans with the Two of Wands energy showing here. The Queen of Cups, Virgo. So the Queen of Cups, I mean, this could be a person. This could be some of you guys need to focus on working in partnership. It could be with a Queen of Cups, because the Two of Wands is about partnership. Wands represent career, so this could be a business partnership. So some of you guys may need to focus on a business partnership with this particular person. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but it could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian, but it doesn't have to be. Some of you guys, it may be that this is about planning. Maybe with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about sharing and opening up. So maybe the focus this week needs to be on taking charge, planning ahead, the Two of Wands energy. Maybe you're needing to think about sharing something, sharing your gifts with the Queen of Cups energy showing here. Got two Cancer cards, which is interesting here. Queen of Cups and the Chariot energy. Some of you guys, it may be a week for focusing on a business partnership, moving ahead, Chariot, with a business partnership with a Queen of Cups. This could be a friend as well, because she shows us the Queen of Cups. So it might be a week for focusing on planning ahead. Focusing on planning ahead, Two of Wands. So moving ahead with a partnership here with this person here. Maybe a friend. Maybe some of you guys are focusing on going into a business partnership with a friend or something like that. But this is a week for focusing on moving ahead with a partnership with a friend, probably, or someone that's close to you, or someone that, you know, you have a really good rapport with. Another way, Chariot energy. Again, it's the card that represents that we're moving ahead. The Two of Wands, maybe you need to focus on moving ahead. Could be with the Two of Wands energy. Maybe there's a plan that's being put in place here. Maybe it's something to do with sharing a gift. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something that will earn you money here. It's going to earn you money. It's going to earn you a lot of money as well, because you've got the Ten of Coins. So I would say with that Two of Wands in there being a business partnership as well, with the Two of Wands, I think it may be a partnership with a friend, moving ahead. You need to focus on moving ahead with a partnership with a friend, earning money, Ten of Coins energy. So this is about, Ten of Coins is money. It's earning a vast amount of money. It's earning the rewards for all of your hard work. But also the Ten of Coins can be about building a relationship as well. Wow, and you've got the Ace of Cups energy. For me, this looks like an abundance of money. It looks like money to me. I know that we only have the one coin card, but it's the coin card that's sticking out to me. The Ace of Cups can be an abundance because it overflows. All right, there's an overflow with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can be, you know, you can riff off cards. So you can get the Ace of Cups as being like an abundance of feeling, or an abundance of money, or an abundance of tears. It's about the abundance word for me with the Ace of Cups energy. And it feels like, as it's sitting next to that coin card there, there's an abundance of money here. So this week, I think for some of you Virgos, it's a week to focus on moving ahead in terms of planning partnership with this person here. It might be a friend, it might be a family member, it might just be someone you really get on with, there might be a business thing. And I feel that it's about not only focusing on those things, but that these things here that you do, these steps here that you take could bring an abundance of money in as well. So I think it's very much maybe business focused this week. Now the Eight of Swords shows fear and restriction and limitation and negative thoughts with the Eight of Swords. So you've got another coin card here, a King of Cups energy. I feel that some of you guys, Virgo, it feels like, because this could be financial restrictions as well. So maybe this week it's about financial restrictions, or restrictions in terms of resources, getting your hands on resources. Because the King of Coins aren't just money, they're the resources as well. This would be you know, the things that you need maybe to get something going. For example, a computer or video equipment or something like that. This is a product. So some of you guys, you might have a limited products here, or a limited resources here with that King of Coins energy showing here. You've got an Emperor energy showing up here. So the Emperor energy is about assertiveness. It's about building. It's a card that represents stability and security, but also being in charge as well with that Emperor energy. It means boundaries too. Let's look at the next one here. So you've got the Emperor, the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is an agreement and celebration showing here. Let's have a look at the next one. Interesting cards. Oh, wow. And the Two of Cups. Both cards together are an agreement showing up here. Both cards are an agreement. Because this is an agreement and a partnership here. Agreement and a partnership. Well, let's think about these cards. Let's dissect them then. What's the message for the week for you, Virgo? Well, I certainly feel that in the first cards, the focus needs to be on the Chariot. Mainly it's the central card as well. So I get the impression that you need to focus on moving forward. It looks like it's a partnership or a plan that you've got with a friend, because Queen of Cups usually shows up as being a friend in a reading, or someone that you're very close to. It feels like this will earn you an abundance of money. You know, you need to focus on moving ahead because it's going to earn you an abundance of money here, showing up here. I feel that it's an interesting one because the Emperor is such a static card. It doesn't really do much, as to say that either somebody's in charge, or, you know, that somebody has power, that type of thing. So we've got power here. We've got an Eight of Swords as well. So somebody is powerless against power. But there's power here with these two cards. The King of Coins and Emperor are pretty powerful people. These people are, this person is powerless. Agree to a partnership here. Agree to a contract here. I don't know whether this moves in with these cards here, and I'm probably going to get some clarifiers on those areas because I'm kind of a little bit stuck. Maybe it's too early or something, but I'm a little bit stuck on what's going on in terms of this, the whole general thing going on here. We know that this is an abundance of money. We know that the way that I'm reading this is that the Chariot is moving towards, you know, this. I mean, if you look at it as well, it's interesting. Look at the two horses. One goes here and one goes here. All right, so it almost feels like you can do two things, or one thing will lead to another. So it's almost like with this horse, and the Chariot here is in control of these two things. Oh, something's going wrong with one of my computer screens, I can see. I'm going to turn that off in a moment. It feels like with the Chariot energy that this is all about you controlling things as well, because you've got the two horses here looking in different directions. One horse is looking here, so the focus needs to be on the two areas, because you are driving this thing, and I think that's the thing with the Chariot energy showing here. I think that you're driving this thing, Virgo. All right, you are in charge. The Chariot means to be in charge. All right, so it says this week you've got to focus on kind of getting on top of this thing. All right, because you are in charge of driving this thing forward. You're in charge of it. Maybe that Emperor is something to do with the Chariot as well, showing up here. So maybe you're in charge of restoring some order here, because the Emperor can be to restore order. So you're in charge of kind of restoring some order here. And it feels like it's about a partnership with a friend here, or a partnership with someone that you get on with. It looks like it's a business partnership, career partnership, and you're in charge of getting the money in as well. So it says that you've got to take charge of this business partnership, or this creative partnership with a friend, or these plans that you're making with a friend here. All right. It may be that the friend doesn't see the money. They don't see the potential in this, the potential to make a lot of money. And it might be that you have to assert yourself in this. That's what I'm getting from that. Because I'm getting this friend here, whoever this person is, the Queen of Cups. I don't think that this is you. I think that this is this person. I think this person doesn't see. They don't see, because the Eight of Swords, when that shows up, doesn't see the potential with that king. Doesn't see it. The eyes are completely closed. The hands are closed. They're completely bound. This is powerlessness. Powerlessness to see anything. So it's almost like you have to take charge and assert yourself in this, because the Emperor means to assert. So I think that this is a week for taking charge and asserting yourself in a partnership with a friend here, or someone that you know, a creative partnership, because I feel that this is going to lead to earning. And I think this horse here is going to lead to earning this. So it's almost like you've got someone, maybe for some of you guys, if it resonates with you, if there's someone here that you work with, but they seem to be a bit of a doubting Thomas. They do not see the potential to earn a lot of money. But I feel that you've got to kind of assert yourself and put yourself in the driving seat of this when it comes to, you know, the plans with this person and making loads of money from it. You really have to put yourself in the driving seat. And it may be that you have to... It may be that you have to assert yourself, and you have to kind of... It feels like you have to dominate the whole thing to me. Okay, we've got cards like the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. For me, that's an agreement. An agreement. 2 cards that represent it. And the Three of Cups is ruled by Mercury. Mercury doesn't just rule conversations and communication, Virgo. It also rules the marketplace and business and commerce. So this is like a business partnership. It may be that you've got to assert yourself over the business partnership. It may be that, because this Emperor is the boss of those three. So it may be that you've got to assert yourself in terms of this partnership here. You know? And maybe with that Chariot, not force an agreement, but kind of just get this thing moving. It feels like you've got to assert yourself in terms of this partnership showing here. Feels like you've got to kind of, you know, lay down a few rules. Because the Three of Cups as well, look at them, they're all dancing around. There's no order really with that Three of Cups. They're all clinking glasses and agreeing, and you've got that here as well. Agreement in both cards, but it feels like you need to assert yourself in terms of this energy here. And also it could be, the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups can actually be not just the partnership that you're in, Virgo, but those are business partnerships as well, because the Two of Cups is a contract. And the Three of Cups is commerce. It's an agreement in terms of commerce and business and trade, and this is contract. So maybe you're the one that needs to assert yourself. If you look here as well, what he's got in his hand. Let me just pick him up a minute and have a look at his hand. Right, so he's got the scrolls in his hand. So this is somebody who has control of everything. So maybe you need to put yourself in control of the business contracts and things like that. Especially if you've got a friend here who seems to be a little bit negative. Because this is negative thinking. So you may have a friend who thinks quite negatively when it comes to making this creative venture work. That's what I'm getting from the reading. So I just feel for some of you guys. And this isn't going to resonate with everyone. Of course it's not. Because not everybody's here for that, you know, on the general. But that's what I'm getting here. In terms of the general reading, we're going to do this one more time. What I'm getting here in terms of this general reading is that some of you guys need to put yourself in the driving seat this week concerning a partnership with a friend. All right, whoever that person is for you, you need to put yourself in the driving seat in terms of the partnership with a friend and making this money. You know, getting the money, because the cups, is, well, that's a vessel to receive in, and this is the money. So in terms of getting this money in, you know, you need to put yourself in the driving seat in terms of business partnership with this friend and getting the money in. Because I think that this friend here is probably a little bit negative when it comes to, you know, the viability of earning a ton of money, maybe with that king sitting there. And I think, therefore, you need to put yourself in charge. Maybe you need to take over, because this emperor takes over kind of all the trade and the commerce and the contracts and kind of just getting in contact with people and communicating your business, your ideas, and making this money. It may be that you have to kind of put yourself in charge and do most of the work on this. That's what I'm getting from the reading. I just think that you're going to have to put yourself in charge of this whole thing, because you may have a fairly negative person here who's got negative thoughts about making that money. I don't think the King of Coins is necessarily a person. I think it represents the money, because there's two very big pentacle cards in the pips and the quartz that represent that you're making a hell of a lot of money, and that is your 10 of coins and your King of Coins. They're big money cards. They're very big money cards. If somebody comes to you and you read tarot and they ask, you know, am I going to win the lottery, and you just pull one card on it, that could tell you yes, because it's a massive money card. You can be making a lot of money with that card. But I think that somebody doesn't see this. So it may be down to you, and I think it's this person that you're working with here, Virgo. Doesn't have to be a water sign, and she's not reversed or anything like that. I mean, this person, I feel, is very open to this. I think that they're very open to the partnership, but I feel that they don't see this as being a big money earner, and it may be that you have to assert yourself, put yourself in a place of authority with that Emperor energy showing there. When it comes to this, you may have to be responsible for this quadrant of cards here. You may have to put yourself take charge, put yourself in a place of power when it comes to earning the big money here, and also when it comes to the contracts and the agreements and the trade with those cards there as well, especially if you've got a bit of a negative thinker here going on. All right, that's what I was getting from that reading. You can read that whatever way you want, but that's what I'm getting from it. Let's get on with the work reading now. Okay, okay, Virgo, let's have a look at the work thing. And I think that the general reading was kind of alluding a little bit to business. It was more business, though, than kind of a job, if that makes any sense. It felt like it was more a business thing. Let's have a look at work. What have we got? Well, we do have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups in a work reading can mean boredom and apathy and kind of, you know, do I have to go into work today? There's a lack of interest here when you get this card. It's basically the card of discontentment. The Chariot. So I actually feel that it feels like maybe some of you guys are not happy about moving. There could be maybe a transfer in department or something like that with the Chariot energy showing here. Yeah, it feels like moving away from the job. You're not happy about moving away from a job here, because, or, you know, changes that are happening in a job. But the Chariot is moving. It's a moving card. It's a shift card. It's a transformation card. So I think that some of you guys are not happy about moving from a particular team or moving from a particular job showing here. Yeah, there's a great deal of worry here and anxiety with that Nine of Swords energy showing there. And sadness. You're really worried about moving. Leaving something behind here with the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups is losing, it's leaving something behind. So I think that you're unhappy about moving from a job or a department, and there's a great deal of anxiety, I think, about losing what you have in terms of where you are right now, Virgo. Yeah, I mean, some of you guys are really stressed out, the Ten of Wands energy. There's a lot of stress showing up here with the Ten of Wands energy. Yeah, I mean, it keeps coming up as stress about moving, because you've got the unhappy to move here, you know, the anxiety over losing, the stressed out about the shift, stress moving showing up here. Let's have a look at the next one. The Ace of Swords, so a clean break. You know, this is, some of you guys really stressed out about moving, cutting away, Ace of Swords energy. Three of Wands energy. There's definitely an idea of moving here. Three of Wands energy and the Hierophant energy. So the Hierophant is in charge. Moving away from the Hierophant. See, he's got its back turned from the Hierophant energy. I feel that this is about moving away from an institution, something that you've known for a very long time, because the Hierophant is a tradition. It's something that you've been in for a very long time as well. It feels like you've been in something for a very long time and you're worried about having to leave it behind this week. Let's get this reading again, Virgo. I've got this real unhappiness with the Four of Cups energy about moving from a job or from a department with the Three of Coins energy. I think that you're really anxious. Maybe you're anxious about losing friends or something. I'm going to ask what that losing is, what you're anxious about losing. What is it that Virgos are anxious about losing in these two cards, Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups? What are they anxious about losing in two cards? The Two of Pentacles, the flexibility, I think, probably. Yeah, your flexibility to move around and to do what you want. This is freedom, the Knight of Wands. So we've got two cards here, the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So the Two of Pentacles would be to be able to be flexible. And the Knight of Wands is the freedom to move around and stuff. So it's the flexibility to move around. So it feels like you're probably quite, worried about moving from, it feels like it's either the job that you're in or the department. And there's a great deal of anxiety about losing. And this is all about losing your flexibility and your ability to move around. So it might be that you are on a certain amount of hours in the job, or that, you could work different shifts and you could choose your shifts maybe, or, you could work from home sometimes maybe, and then work in the office sometimes maybe. It feels like the job was fairly flexible. You could move around. There was quite a bit of freedom. But it feels like there's either in the job that you're in, Virgo, being some form of a restructure going on, or it may be that there's redundancies going on and you're going to have to try and find something else. And you're wondering if you're going to find something else that has been as lenient as where you are. Great stress about kind of, moving away, going on to something new here. Cutting away with the Ace of Swords energy, Three of Wands, again, showing having to, I don't think it's emigration for you. I think that with the back turn, this is leaving the Hierophant energy showing here. So leaving maybe something that you've been in for a while, something you were comfortable with the Hierophant. But some of you guys also, it may be that you need to kind of see this as a chance for you to start learning, or to start, to get some guidance from someone here, somebody who can counsel, someone who can guide you. Because the Three of Wands, if you look here, they're being guided towards, this is expanding expanding your territory, expanding your horizons. Get some guidance on how you can expand your horizons here as well. All right, so it might be that you need to look, with the Ace of Swords as well, it may be that you need to look more kind of authentically and honestly at the whole thing. You need to really examine it as well. Because I do feel that you guys are really stressy. Not just because you've been in something for a while, but mainly because it offered you the flexibility. And having to give that up is something that you don't want to do. So, the pressure over the move here, over this change with this Six of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Some of you guys, it could be a breath of fresh air, but I think that you also need to, with this Ace of Swords, look more closely into, how you can get guidance and how you can expand your horizons. Because this may be the chance that you want, especially if you've been in something with that Hierophant for quite a while. Because the Hierophant tends to condition people in certain ways. And I know that, these cards are suggesting that this job was very flexible and it gave you the chance maybe to do the school run and to pick the kids up and this, that and the other. But maybe you need to kind of look into, with the Ace of Swords energy, being able to expand your horizons. Maybe you want to look into maybe, how can this help me to develop maybe in terms of what I'm working in. And maybe for some of you guys, there's a chance there to get some guidance on that with that Hierophant as well. Let's have a look at what the advice is on this card, on this reading. We're going to have a look at the... abundance, Angels of Abundance card. So let's have a look at what the advice is through these in one card. The advice is obstacles and blocks are lifted, which is nice. So it's saying all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So that's absolutely fantastic. You've just got to stay in the flow. Okay, you are experiencing progress and some of you guys are feeling worried about this progress as well. I mean, the Six of Swords is progress, but you're worried as well with the Ten of Wands about progressing Six of Swords onto something new. All right. But I feel that you need to allow this to give you a chance, or allow this to be a way to start kind of moving forward with that Three of Wands and expanding your horizons. Because you are so nervous, you know, you are really nervous about kind of, you know, this progressing to something new. Because the Eight of Swords is new. So there is a great deal of worry there. But it's only because the worry is with the Five of Cups that you're losing this flexibility and the ability that you had to move around. But you've got to see it as a chance that it's going to actually expand your horizons as well. All right, we're going to come back with your love reading. Bear with me. Okay, guys, so let's have a look at love for the week. What are we seeing for Virgo? All right, I mean, I certainly feel that you've got to make a choice. You've got to make a decision. For me, on this particular version of Justice, which I love, it's all about making a decision here. You know, you've got the angel and the devil on one shoulder, and it's time to kind of weigh things up with the Justice energy showing up. You may be weighing up whether you want to advance in a relationship. Sometimes this can be moving away, the Eight of Wands, but Eight's advance. So it feels like there's a need to weigh up whether you should be advancing in a relationship for some of you guys showing here and putting the work in. You've got two eights in, and they're back to back. So multiple eights mean advancement. So I'm progressing. So some of you guys, it's a week for weighing up whether you want to progress, advance in a relationship, put more work into it, showing there. Weigh up whether advancing in a relationship is going to lead to the outcome that you want with the Six of Wands energy showing there. Overcoming on obstacles, you've got 3 8s in the reading. So it's definitely about advancement in a relationship. So yeah, the first 5 cards, Virgo, is saying that this is a week for weighing up whether, it's a question. So weighing up whether advancing, moving a relationship forward, putting more work in, okay, is going to help you overcome any obstacles and, get you over the finish line, get you where you want to go on this, in this relationship. Let's look at the next one. The Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, this looks like it might be the person that you're involved with. It looks like you're involved with a Knight of Wands. Just turn this around a little bit. It looks lopsided on the screen. This looks like the person. Now, the Knight of Wands isn't I'll be honest, he's not my favourite guy in a love reading because he can be very wishy-washy. You know, at times the Knight of Wands can be someone who, you know, he's really interested in you and he's really kind of like excited and, quite forceful, very funny, he's your typical kind of narcissist at times is the Knight of Wands, but then he can cool down. Let's have a look at the Knight of Wands. The Tower, okay. Well, I don't know whether this is a person. I just feel that there's an arrival coming in. I think that there's going to be a surprise. So the arrival of a surprise, something completely unexpected showing up here. 3 of Coins showing up here. It feels like it's about progressing, like building the relationship. 3 of Coins energy is building, putting the work in. Reconcile. So Temperance is all about reconciling differences. And the Hermit. See, I read the Hermit in a love reading as being somebody who can distance themselves. Distancing themselves from reconciling, from collaborating. The Temperance card is all about working in collaboration, progressing, working in collaboration. Somebody's distancing themselves. Suddenly this. So I actually feel what's happening here for some of you Virgos is this. I think this is a week for weighing up whether you want to advance in a relationship with someone. Because I do think that you guys have had some obstacles with the Strength energy showing up. And I'm just going to clarify and see what those obstacles were. What were these obstacles? What were these obstacles in 2 cards? What were these obstacles in 2 cards? What were these obstacles that Virgo had with this lover in 2 cards? The 9 of Pentacles. So somebody, I think, really kind of valued the time on their own. And actually, Virgo, that's you, isn't it? Because 9 of Pentacles is 2nd decan in Virgo. So that's you. So Virgo likes time on their own, probably with the 9 of Coins energy. Queen of Cups energy showing here. Let's have a look. Has she got the cup open? Or closed? It's open. Okay. See, it depends on how you read the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can be a daydreamer. She can also be somebody who's quite depressed. The obstacles that you had to overcome with the 9 of Coins, I think that you didn't spend a lot of time. Let's just say with the 9 of Coins, you didn't spend a lot of time together. I don't think that you've spent a lot of time with this partner, because the Nine of Coins can mean that, you know, the relationship is not often an exclusive one. You're spending a lot of time on your own. So I don't think that you spent a lot of time together. And it might also be, Virgo, that the partner had another individual in the mix as well, this Queen. So this Queen could be that they had another individual, perhaps, with the Queen, because there's another Queen there. It feels like the relationship wasn't entirely exclusive. There could have been other people involved in the situation as well. Yeah, and we've got a Three of Cups. So you've got a Queen of Cups and a Three. So anytime you get a Queen with a Three of Cups or a Three of Swords, it always tells you that there's pretty much a third party involved. So you didn't spend a lot of time together and there was another person involved in the mix. And that's the obstacle. And you say, so this week it's about kind of weighing up. Do I advance this relationship? Can we, because it feels like there's questions being asked here. Can we overcome the obstacles, the fact that we didn't spend much time together and there are other people involved in the situation? You know, if I advance the relationship, so if I put more work in, would I get the desired outcome here? All right. I feel that in your love reading, it's kind of saying to you that there is going to be the arrival of something unexpected here as well. This person here, I think this is you, Hermit, actually, Virgo. So you may actually decide to withdraw from any negotiations here. This is a negotiation here in terms of progressing this relationship. So the arrival of something unexpected. I think I'm going to see what this unexpected thing is, because I think that something arrives unexpectedly and that makes Virgo withdraw from any type of negotiation on progressing the relationship with the Temperance and the Three of Coins. Because the Temperance card is a negotiation and the Three of Coins is to progress the relationship. So it might, whatever's happening here, suddenly and unexpectedly, Virgo, may make you retreat. Hermit, that's your card there, isn't it? From negotiating on anything, any type of progress. You might just pull out of this. What is the unexpected thing that would be happening for Virgo? What is it that would be coming in unexpectedly in two cards? Well, the Sun. And I think that this is knowledge. I think that this is something coming to light. The Seven of Cups energy. So shedding light on a dream. It's almost like something is becoming more real, because the Seven of Cups is an illusion. So you're actually, an illusion is coming to light because the Sun would shed light on that Seven of Cups. Can you see? It's the light in the dark places. This is the illusion and this is the Sun. So there's an illusion being, light is being shone on an illusion. Somebody, this person, whoever it is, Virgo, has been hiding stuff. And suddenly you guys decide, actually, no bueno, I'm going to retreat from this negotiation on progressing the relationship. Because it may be that the partner wants to progress the relationship because you're the one that's having to make the decision here, Virgo, okay? You're the one that's having to decide, you know, with the Justice energy. Do I want to push things forward with the Eight of Wands, put more work in, you know? Would this help us overcome the obstacles because we don't spend that much time together? Nine of Coins, and I'm sure there's another person in the mix showing here. Maybe the partner's married or something like that. And if we did kind of try and advance things forward, would we be victorious in that? Would we overcome the hurdles? Because the hurdles are showing up in strength. I love this version of the Six of Wands because it shows having to overcome hurdles to get to the winning point. So you're questioning it all along here. But I think that suddenly something unexpected happens. All right, and what unexpected happens, Virgo, is there's something that's highlighted. An illusion here is highlighted. So it's a smoke screen. Seven of Cups also means a smoke screen because you're not under any illusion about this person. You're not. You know very well probably who they are. But I think that there is something else to be discovered here. I think that there's been a smoke screen and it's going to be revealed with the Sun. A smoke screen with the Seven of Cups will be revealed with the Sun, and it's going to make Virgo suddenly, with this Hermit energy here, retreat from any type of negotiation on progressing the relationship forward. Very interesting reading. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is through the John Holland Psychic Tarot of the Heart for love this week. Universe Spirit, in 2 cards, what is your advice? No, in 3 cards. Give me 3 cards on your advice for love for Virgo this week. What is your advice for love for Virgo this week in 3 cards? Right, so teach. This is the Hierophant. So it's something about learning. You need to learn to embrace. You've got the World card here showing up as well. These are like the major arcanas. Embrace and seek. I think that you have to learn to embrace that learn to embrace the truth. All right. I think that you need to learn to embrace the truth, which I think that you do. But this is seeking the truth. And actually this is a 7. I don't know what this is, because I know that this is a pip. It might be a 7 of swords, because it looks like it's the mind. She's uncovering the mind here. And this feels to me, on this particular embrace card, like it's embracing the universe. It's embracing everything. And this is learning. So you need to learn to embrace the truth. I think when it's really, in a way, what these cards are saying is that when somebody shows you who they are, you've got to kind of embrace it. There's a saying, isn't it? When somebody shows you who they are, then you've got to believe them. So I think that that's what it is, because I think you've got to learn or teach yourself how to embrace the truth. Because some of you guys, I think that you do know that whoever this person is, Virgo, they do have their shortcomings, and you've ignored it. But finally, it feels like it's the last nail in the coffin. Finally, with this Sun and the 7 of Cups, an illusion, a smoke screen, I would probably say that is. A smoke screen is uncovered with the Sun card there. You know? It's almost like, because the 7 of Cups can be things like clouds. Like if you did what's the weather going to be like today, and you've got the 7 of Cups, it's probably going to be cloudy. So the Sun is breaking through the clouds. Something is being revealed now. Something's becoming very clear. And that makes you guys retreat from any type of, negotiation on progressing this relationship forward. The partner probably wants progress now. But something that they've been hiding from you will probably come to light, which means you say no. There's going to be no agreement here now. All right. But I think that this is something that, there's a lot of things that you've kind of put on the back burner, you've ignored, and it's time to embrace that truth and, embrace the truth. Even though it says seek the truth, you can see what's going on in their head. You know what they've been hiding, so it's time to embrace it. All right, that is your reading for the week, Virgo. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, click in the link below in the comment section or the end screen. Take care, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.